Thanks for dropping in. Today we're going to dive into the world of toilets. Yes, those porcelain thrones we use every day, otherwise known as the loo, the privy, the john, the latrine, the head, the can and the commode. No matter what you call it, the toilet has a rich and complex history that has significantly impacted our lives. From ancient civilizations to modern times, the evolution of the toilet is a story of innovation, culture, and even survival. Did you know that some of the earliest versions of the toilet were used around 2800 BC? These early commodes were far from the flush toilets we know today. Of course, the history of toilets is not just about luxury and innovation. It's also about the challenges and sometimes disgusting realities of waste management. As you'll find out, the evolution of the toilet is closely linked to advancements in plumbing and public health. From the public latrines in ancient Rome, where people gathered and collected urine, to the private water closet offering every amenity. Get ready to learn about how the toilet went from a simple hole in the ground to the throne we all know and love. So let's take a ride through the evolution of the toilet. And stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this deep dive into the history of the humble toilet. Our toilet journey starts thousands of years ago with the Minoans. These ancient innovators lived on Crete, known for its rich culture and advanced architecture. The Minoans were pioneers in sanitation, mastering the art of hygiene. They built palaces with flushing toilets. These ancient palaces had flowing conduits, tunnels that streamed water from a rooftop reservoir to an underground sewer, using a sophisticated plumbing system that utilized gravity to move water and waste efficiently. The Minoans had a well-thought-out network of pipes and channels. They understood the importance of cleanliness and convenience, with separate rooms for bathing and sanitation. The Minoans really were ahead of the curve when it came to ensuring the removal of human waste, keeping their homes clean and maintaining a vast system that helped set a standard for public health. The Minoans weren't the only ones who found success with the toilet. The Romans were also famous for their engineering skills, and they used those skills to build some relatively brilliant public waste facilities. These weren't just places to go to the bathroom. They were places to hang out and chat while doing your business. Can you imagine rows of stone seats with no walls between them? Janus, old chap, how have you been? Long time no see. Making room for dessert? No, as a matter of fact, I'm making soft serve as we speak. Back then, the Romans lived with some weird rules. For example, there are stories that Emperor Tiberius made it a capital punishment to wee whilst wearing a ring, or holding a coin with the emperor's face on it. Romans also collected urine because the ammonia could be used by tanners to soften leather and remove hair from their hides. This was actually just one of many uses at the time. The Romans were resourceful. They didn't just use toilets for doing their business, they also made it a business. They used toilets to collect urine for practical uses, doing everything from dyeing clothes to bathing and even brushing their teeth. It's no wonder they were able to maintain such a vast empire for almost 1,000 years. After the Roman Empire fell, things got a little messy. Forget fancy toilets and sewers, people used chamber pots. These were basically bowls that you kept in your room for everything. And then you'd throw the contents out the window. Imagine the horror walking down the street. This, of course, made cities smell terrible and helped spread diseases. To help with this, people used fragrant herbs and flowers called nosegays to mask the stench. People also didn't bathe frequently, so it helped with body odor. Even royalty had it rough. Queen Elizabeth I had a fancy chamber pot called a close stool, and she, like many others of nobility, had a special servant, the groom of the stool, to help take care of it. In her case, the groom would have been an aristocrat of sorts, and it would have been considered a high position, one of the closest to the Queen. For others, maybe not so lucky. Hats off to those poor saps. Of course, during this time, the streets were often filled with waste, making them hazardous to public health. People had to navigate through these dirty streets daily, as they didn't have cars or bicycles back then. Not that it would have mattered. This unsanitary condition eventually contributed to the wide spread of dangerous diseases like the plague. Those in castles and fortresses were not immune to these issues either. Despite their grandeur, the nobility, like their servants, lacked knowledge about sanitary issues and so faced the same problems. Although rudimentary, their servants played a crucial role in maintaining some level of cleanliness by regularly emptying, rinsing, and cleaning any bowel-related vessels. And as terrible as it may sound, this job was still like hitting a royal flush, because overall medieval sanitation was a far cry from what we have today. Fast forward to the 1700s, a time of new ideas and inventions. Among these inventors was a Scottish poet and watchmaker named Alexander Cummings. Known for his ingenuity, Cummings came up with some brilliant ideas that would revolutionize the way we use toilets forever. Two things in particular stand out: the toilet seat and the S-trap. The S-trap, a U-shaped pipe, kept stinky sewer gases from coming back up into homes. It created a water seal that blocked these gases, making homes much more pleasant. This simple yet effective solution was a game changer. With the S-trap, cities began building sophisticated sewer systems, improving overall public health and personal hygiene. The Great Stink of London in 1858 highlighted the need for these systems, as the polluted Thames caused severe health issues. In response, there was a push to upgrade bathroom facilities. The following Victorian era saw significant advancements in bathroom design and technology, improving upon the daily life of many people at that time. As a matter of fact, some of these innovations are still seen in our bathrooms to this day. You've probably heard the name Crapper, but have you heard the name Thomas Crapper? Did he invent the modern toilet? No. But he did make a fitting contribution, making significant improvements to the modern plumbing device we know today. Thomas Crapper was a prominent plumber in the 1800s. Crapper's company manufactured high-quality toilets and eventually popularized them in homes. He also invented some important toilet parts like the ballcock, which is still used today. His contributions to plumbing were widely recognized, making him a key figure in modern toilet history. Crapper's work helped improve sanitation and hygiene in Victorian England. His innovations and quality products set new standards in the industry and have provided a lot of fodder for conversations like these. A humorous book by Wallace Rayburn, written in 1969, titled "Flushed with Pride, The Story of Thomas Crapper," exaggerated his role with marvelous satire, making him even more famous. One example is how Crapper ran away from home at the age of 11, walking from northern England to London to pursue his pipe dream of becoming a plumber, only to become the inventor of the modern-day toilet. With a name like Crapper, he had little to no choice. Today, Thomas Crapper is remembered as a pioneer in plumbing, even if some of the stories about him are merely myths. Today, toilets are amazing. Japan makes super fancy toilets with heated seats, bidets that wash you from behind and air dry you afterwards. Some even have remote controls and play music. It's like a private spa for your booty. There are also eco-friendly toilets that use little to no water and turn waste into compost, which is obviously good for the planet. The journey from basic to bidet has been long and fascinating. Early toilets were simple and functional, but not very comfortable, and certainly not private. Today, we have smart toilets that offer a range of features for comfort and hygiene. From heated seats to automatic flushing, these innovations make our lives easier. And with eco-friendly options, we can also help protect the environment. Composting toilets turn waste into valuable compost, enriching our gardens and reducing waste. And modern luxury options use less water and come equipped with bidets, allowing you to go about your business without the need for unnecessary paper products. The evolution of the toilet is a true testament to human ingenuity and our quest for comfort and cleanliness. Unfortunately, even with all these advancements, billions of people still don't have a safe place to go to the bathroom. The lack of public restrooms and proper sanitation facilities is a daily struggle for many. This is a huge problem for public health in many countries like India, Ethiopia, and Pakistan. Without access to something as simple as clean and safe toilets, communities face numerous health risks, including the spread of diseases. Groups like WaterAid and UNICEF are working hard to change this by building and installing sanitation facilities in areas that need them the most. Their efforts are making a significant impact, but more work needs to be done. Governments are starting to help too. By investing in sanitation projects, they are taking crucial steps towards improving public health and providing people with the dignity that comes with having access to a proper waste disposal system. Let's face it, everyone deserves a clean and safe toilet. Access to proper sanitation is not just a matter of convenience, but a fundamental human right. It is essential for health and overall well-being. That said, education and awareness are also key components in the fight for better sanitation. By educating communities about hygiene practices, we can ensure that these facilities are used effectively and maintained properly. Together, through the combined efforts of organizations, governments, and communities, we can make a difference. The fight for global health is ongoing, but progress is being made every day. From a hole in the ground to a high-tech, modern-day throne, the toilet has come a long way. In many ways, the history of the toilet is a testament to human growth and potential. It's a symbol of how humans have made the world a cleaner, healthier, and more comfortable place. Just ask Slovenian philosopher Slavoj Zizek. He has quite an entertaining theory on the varied use of toilets among different cultures and nations. If you haven't heard it, it's the perfect follow-up to this video. I'll leave a link below in the description. The evolution of the toilet is a testament to human ingenuity, ideals, and our quest for improvement. It's a story of smart people solving problems and making our lives better. From the earliest sanitation systems to today's smart toilets, each innovation has brought us closer to a more convenient and hygienic life. So, next time you're using the loo, think about the centuries of progress that made it possible. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you have any ideas for future videos, please let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy flushing.